What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and in this video, we're talking about the UPerfect Pro X Lapdock. Before we get started, if you're watching this video, chances are you're not subscribed because 99% of you are not subscribed. That's a pretty bad number, so if you like this video, be sure to click on that sub or thanks button below. Now, UPerfect was nice enough to send me this. You might have seen my unboxing video a couple weeks ago when I first unboxed this and got to try it out. I have had an absolute blast with this. If you're not aware of what it is, I'll go ahead and go over the specs right now. This is a 4K portable touchscreen. It has a detachable magnetic keyboard. You can see that it attaches there, and you can connect it back on with just the magnets. And it is 10-point capacitive touchscreen. Is an IPS monitor, supports HDR in 4K. So when you plug your PS5 in here, it's going to look amazing. Has 2 speakers built in, as well as a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. So on the go, you can literally just take this to a coffee shop, plug your phone into it, jump into Dex or whatever you use for mirroring displays, have a 4K touchscreen display that you can use all your apps on, and even be productive by plugging in a full keyboard and trackpad so that it treats it just like a laptop. Aside from the obvious portability of this monitor, I've actually found a lot more use from it just here in the office. I have been able to plug my PS5 into this, for example, and not only does it support the monitor itself, but it supports the keyboard and input methods. So you can literally use the keyboard to navigate your UI in the PS5, purchase apps. If you don't want to jump on the controller, just use the keyboard to go through and buy whatever you need to buy. Super useful. Similarly, when I have it not in use on my shelf, I have my Switch connected to it. So same kind of thing. When I pick up my Switch controller, the Switch automatically turns on, which automatically turns this on, and it lets me jump in and buy any new deals that are in there before I actually start playing. Or if I really wanted to, I could even play the game right on this monitor. Finally, the main exciting use that I have for this monitor is as a Stream Deck. Now, I use a Stream Deck, or not a real Stream Deck, I use a app version of the Stream Deck called Deckboard, and I use that to control my virtual studio and my Twitch streams. So during the stream, if I want to mute the stream or switch camera angles or do something like that, I could just press a button on the screen itself and it happens in the virtual studio and on Twitch. So it's extremely useful in that sense because it is much more dense than an actual Stream Deck where you only get a couple buttons. This one, you can literally have like 30, 40, 50 buttons on here and be able to see the graphics on each one because it's 4K. The DPI is insane when you consider that this is only a 15.6-inch screen. Also, speaking of when you consider it's a 15.6-inch screen, this is thin. This is extremely thin. And I know there isn't any compute power in here, it's just the screen. But for having a 10,000 milliamp hour battery in it and having multiple inputs, you can have an HDMI input and a USB-C video input at the same time and switch between them with the onboard menu. You can also charge your phone from the device while it's plugged in. So as it's getting video, you can choose to reverse charge from this battery to keep your phone charged up as well. On the other side, we have more inputs. So we have the actual USB keyboard and touchscreen input. So if we plug a USB into this and plug it into your computer or even your PS5, the keyboard will work for that device as well. So on a phone, you don't need to plug that in because it's all through USB. On a external device that doesn't have a USB video output, you can use the actual USB cord to connect the keyboard and other types of inputs such as touch. I have absolutely loved using this device. If you guys don't know, this is my first 4K screen in the office. All of my other screens, except for my big TV in the living room, that's 4K. Everything else I have purposefully kept at 1080p because my GPU, 5700 XT, that seems to be its sweet spot. If I move up to 1440 or 1080, I tend to lose some frame rate and that kind of bums me out. So I don't want to jump up to 4K yet. So this has been my first actual experience gaming on a small form 4K monitor. And it has been an absolute blast. The clarity of this monitor when you're playing PS5 games, it looks so cool, especially with HDR on, especially when you actually have speakers built in. So having this on the side while, say, the family's watching TV, you can just have your little separate monitor here where you're playing a PS5 game. Super, super cool. Do I recommend this monitor? Obviously. It has been really, really cool to play with. I have enjoyed it, and it's actually helped me in my work life as well. Now I'm using it for my Twitch streams and my virtual studio, and for fun when I'm playing games. So, I mean, you can't ask for more. Thank you so much, UPerfect, for sending this one to me. I had an absolute blast, and I'm gonna make a few more videos about my specific use cases because I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.
To games to interviews with a broader view. He keeps it fresh, always brings something new. It's MikeTheTech, MikeTheTech, the architect. MikeTheTech, yeah. MikeTheTech, the architect.